In Australia, there are rebates and tax benefits, and I'm going to go through all of them. So I'll start with South Australia because that's where we are. If you buy an electric car which is below $68,750, then you can get $3,000 off. Now, this is a rebate that you need to apply for, and you'll get it after the you purchase the electric vehicle. You also get a benefit of having free registration for 3 years, which about 120 each quarter, which can add up over 3 years. Problem with most of these EV rebates is it applies to the total amount of the car, which is including your on-road costs. So you have to be careful when looking into if a car applies for it.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you. So Queensland have a similar thing, but it's actually a lower amount. So in Queensland, it's a $3,000 rebate, but it has to be under $58,000. Same exception there where it needs to be, it's the total price. They also allow for lower car registrations for electric vehicles in Queensland, which is $263 a year. And they also lower stamp duty rates compared with normal cars.
Electric car that you can get right now for $58,000 on road?
Yes, there is electric cars out there at the moment. I think the lowest there is the MG ZS EV is the cheapest electric car in Australia right now, and that I think will apply. Leaf, yeah, Leaf is another one, but they're not that great. They're not very popular, and they also use CHAdeMO, so it's really hard to get charging for that as well. So they're a tough car to recommend. But yeah, there are a few. I think this year, and that's another video, I'm keen to go over all of the new cars that are coming out this year, and there's a lot of cheaper cars like the BYD, Dolphin, and the MG4, very exciting cars, about 40,000, so that would apply at this level. In New South Wales, there's a stamp duty exemption. It equals about $2,000 and also a $3,000 rebate. Their threshold is $68,750. Again, this is on the registered retail price plus the delivery charge and optional extras. They do offer a stamp duty waiving as well on vehicles under $78,000. So it's weird that their stamp duty exemption is on a higher amount. And as a benefit in New South Wales, EV drivers can use the T2 and T3 transit lanes across New South Wales. So yeah, if you're stuck in traffic, that might be beneficial. ACT doesn't really have any sort of rebates, but they do have the option of having a $15,000 loan, which is a 0% interest. They also have zero stamp duty and $0 registration for 2 years for EVs. A little bit of a benefit, not $3,000, but it can definitely help. Victoria has a similar thing to the other states, $3,000 as well, which is up to $68,740. They're all very similar. It's a little bit cheeky. Most of these are very much looking at the price of a Tesla and then being just a little bit below. So the benefit of these state rebates is that it does reduce the overall cost of vehicles, because if a car manufacturer wants to get that rebate, they're going to make sure that it's priced lower than the rebates in all the states.
So I bought my Model 3 in March last year. I know that it was below that rebate price. What went up was the Tesla price. And I'm guessing they knew it was happening and they still made the call.
If you're looking at those, make sure that you keep that in mind when you buy the vehicle. Generally that's locked in, so check when you're buying it that it will fit underneath the threshold. Tasmania has a stamp duty waiver for 2 years, which is about $2,500. A $0 rego. WA actually has the largest incentive offer in Australia, which is $3,500 rebate. That's for the first 10,000 West Australians to buy an EV, and it applies to vehicles under $70,000, which is slightly larger than some of the others, but still around that same price. And it's also, again, on the RRP of the registered retail price of the car, including delivery and extras. Now, the last state, NT, they provide a cheaper rego and stamp duty, which is a saving of about $1,500. National level, which is all of Australia, there's a fringe benefits tax exemption. The way that it works is you need to engage with a novated lease company, and that novated lease company will work with your employer to do a monthly fee, which has an exemption of about $9,000 per annum for an employee. So that amount of money you don't have to pay, and it comes out before tax. An employee doesn't need to, gets a benefit, and the employer doesn't have to pay the extra tax because they're giving their employee an extra benefit. But it's only for electric vehicles, and it also comes out of your pay before you get paid. So you need to make sure. You need to have a job and you need to have enough income. It's not available to everyone, and the benefits only really apply up to $50,000. So it's not the greatest benefit, but the benefit is actually more for a fleet company. So yeah, well, if the employer has a fleet of electric cars, then they're going to not have to pay fringe benefits tax benefits to the government when they provide you a fleet car for personal use. There is a tax benefit that didn't used to exist, which can save you some money if you're in the right situation. There's also some import taxes have been waived. So some cars used to have quite high import taxes and the government has waived those. There's also the luxury car tax. If you buy any car over a certain amount, now has been raised to $84,000, which means that you're not paying that luxury car tax, which is really helpful for those people that are interested in Teslas. They used to pay quite a bit of luxury car tax and they don't anymore.
This happened to you, right? In your Model Y?
Well,
no,
that's different. The grants. So the next...
Can you get these for a used car?
No, so there's no rebates on used cars. These are all on new cars. Yeah, even the tax benefits, the fringe benefits tax, etc., that has to be on the new car as well. More rebates, and also a federal rebate would be great too, because then it can be applied more easily to tax, etc. Thanks.
Bye.